Legends never die. They inspire future generations to keep their spirit alive. A warm afternoon to one and all. I wholeheartedly welcome each and every one of you to the 5th edition of the Dr. K.V. Narayanan Memorial Lecture. This lecture series has been organized over the years by the Department of Chemical Engineering as a loving tribute to our beloved professor and former principal, K.V. Narayanan sir. Today's lecture is led by Dr. R. Venugopal, IPS's Joint Chief Controller of Explosives, PSO, Gujarat. We are honored to have him here along with other distinguished members, retired faculty members, including Dr. Lakshmikutti Amma, wife of K.V. Narayanan sir. I invite all distinguished members onto the dais, our principal, Lijo sir, our chief guest, Dr. Venugopal sir, Chemical Department HOD, Sajina ma'am, and also Lakshmikutti Amma onto the dais. I request all distinguished members to please step onto the dais. Thank you all. Let's begin by invoking all blessings. A solemn prayer can fill us with strength and positivity. I invite Anupriya to lead us in prayer.
പ്രാർത്ഥനകൾ പാതയിൽ പൂക്കളായി വിരിയണം, പൂവിരിഞ്ഞ വീജികൾ പുണ്യവീജികളാവണം. പ്രാർത്ഥനകൾ പാതയിൽ പൂക്കളായി വിരിയണം, പൂവിരിഞ്ഞ വീജികൾ പുണ്യവീജികളാവണം. പുണ്യവഴികളിലൂടെ നാം യാത്രയെന്നും ചെയ്യണം, തൃപ്പാതയിൽ പൂക്കളായി വിരിയണം. പൂവിരിഞ്ഞ വീജികൾ പുണ്യവീജികളാവണം. പൂവിരിഞ്ഞ വീജികൾ പുണ്യവീജികളാവണം.
Thank you all. Now I invite our principal, Dr. Nijovi, to welcome the gathering.
Okay, good afternoon, respected head of department, chemical engineering, our chief guest, Dr. R. Venugopal, distinguished guest, and our former DT, Narayanan sir. When I joined as an assistant professor in College of Engineering, Trivandrum, he was the director, technical education, and faculty members and dear students. It's a pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to the esteemed KVN Memorial Lecture hosted by Government Engineering College, Thrissur. Today we gather not only to pay homage to the memory of late Dr. K.V. Narayanan. From his biodata, what I understood, he was a brilliant student of our college. He studied in chemical engineering department, secured second rank university, and later he became a respected teacher and a leader in the field of engineering. I have seen he wrote 3 books in thermodynamics. I am from mechanical background, so these are the difficult subjects: thermodynamic, heat and mass transfer. He wrote about 3 books. So, Dr. Narayan's journey from a student to an honored educator and a leader continued to inspire us all today also. As we honor Dr. Narayan's achievement, it is perfect timing to welcome a well-known expert in chemical engineering, Dr. R. Venugopal, who will be giving today's invited lecture. Dr. Venugopal's career is marked by his expertise in a wide array of fields, including petroleum, energy, mainly safety engineering. It is an evidence of his commitment to innovation and excellence. Dr. Venugopal's achievements are remarkable. I have seen his biodata, from his groundbreaking work in energy to his vital role during COVID-19 crisis. His careful planning and leadership ensured Kerala had enough oxygen during that time, earning him the nickname Oxygen Man. During his impressive career, spanning more than 30 years, Dr. Venugopal's deep understanding of regulations, testing, and his commitment to research have not only earned him prestigious honors like Outstanding Chemical Engineer Award and the Tech Samaritan Award. His dedication to investigating industrial accidents, that is noteworthy, and implementing preventive measures in industries prone to hazards, as in the firework hub of India, Shivakashi, underlines his commitment to making the world a safer place for all. Today, as we come together to listen Dr. Venugopal's insights and experiences, let us reflect on the advancement in the field of chemical engineering to make our society better. Once more, I warmly welcome Dr. Venugopal and all of you to this memorial lecture. Without wasting time, let us make this lecture a place for important discussions and a source of inspiration for future generations. Okay, thank you. Let us now proceed with the AVN Memorial Lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those warm words of welcome. K.V. Narayanan, sir, is very well remembered by his colleagues and students. Now, let's look back onto the life journey of Narayanan, sir. Next is a video presentation, a memoir of Dr. K.V. Narayanan. I humbly request all dignitaries on the dais to please step up and have seats in the front row and watch the presentation. Thank you. Thank you all. We're extremely honored to have Dr. R. Venugopal, IPS's Joint Chief Controller of Explosives, PSO Gujarat, to lead today's lecture. Known as the Oxygen Man for his incredible services as a nodal officer in Kerala during the COVID-19, Venugopal sir is an expert in his field as an acclaimed chemical engineer. His line of expertise lie over a remarkable range from his technical service for India's first hydrogen dispensing stations, first LNG dispensing stations, to his exceptional services as a nodal officer from PSO. Moreover, Dr. Venugopal is one of the proud alumni of our chemical engineering department. Yes, as a person who promotes green hydrogen and focuses attention on safe and sustainable chemical engineering, Sir is a befitting person to lead today's lecture on India's energy transition journey, future energy stations. I wholeheartedly invite Sir for the session. Over to you, Sir.
Thank you, Anne, for your wonderful words. Distinguished Dr. Lijo, the principal of EEC, and Professor Neelakantan Nambudiri, Dr. Neelakantan Nambudiri, Dr. Sajna Bivi, Dr. Lashmi Gutti Amma, erstwhile Narayanan Saab, wife, and my colleague during the MTech course here, Mr. Manoj, faculty members, and there are some distinguished guests who have come from various industries here. Mr. Sudarshan is here from General Manager of IRE. Mr. Jose Santo is there from Kerala Minerals and Metals. He was there, retired from General Manager of KMML. PJ Joy, the Gale DGM is here. So many experts, faculty of chemical engineering, dear students. I'm honored to stand before all of you, before this august audience of academia, to facilitate a wonderful tribute to Dr. K.V. Narayanan. Thanks for that beautiful video. Without audio, it resembles a lot of message to all of us. That's your generation's creation. A big clap for all of you. Dr. Narayanan, as the principal of this college and as the professor of chemical engineering, he had made a lot of contributions to the society, not only to chemical engineering. Yesterday, when this invitation from Mr. Manoj came to me, I was wondering whether I will get time for the same, because I am heading an organization called the Petroleum and Explosive Safety Organization. Whether you have heard about it, I don't know. PESO. It's a 125-year-old organization of the Government of India, under the Ministry of Industries and Commerce. We are regulating the entire energy sources in the country and explosives. How many of you know all these petrol pumps where you fill the petrol, all the CNG stations you fill the CNG, the cylinder you are getting, the safety of the cylinder you are getting is approved by PESO. Your grandmother, your children, not yours, many of the here, they are saved by the design, by the construction, by the quality control, by PESO and Bureau of Indian Standards. PESO is the regulator for all refineries. I am the head of Gujarat of PESO, looking after the largest refinery, second largest refinery in the world, Reliance Refinery. So that regulatory forces is there. Then cross-country pipelines. Gale people are here. They are the largest pipeline operators in the country. They supply fuel, crude oil, or the products by the pipeline to the entire nation. We have a tremendous growth in the last 10 years in case of energy sources, transportation, use, and whatnot in the product stages. A sustainable development is happening all over the country in the energy sector. That's what. So, do you know how much temperature is increasing day by day? Anybody has any answer for that? Students? Global heating of the entire temperature. Any can have, pull your hands up, students please. 1.5 degree temperature. So that's the average increase in the global temperature. So the United Nations and other bodies has decided to achieve the transition of energy. Most of the energy which makes the increase is fossil fuels. All of you know that. So there is a rather development going on to have. That's why I have chosen this subject, transition, India's energy transition journey, future of energy stations. Now the energy stations you people know is petrol pumps, CNG, electrical charging stations, These are the ones which you are seeing nowadays. I feel it is a quite relevant subject and important in today's context, because you youngsters, you are going to get a lot of job opportunities in this energy transition. You can think the next 10 to 15 years, I am telling you, a lot of hydrogen dispensing stations are going to come. So we have to create green energy for the same. We have to capture the carbon. We have to see that a green energy is given so that the next generations can live safely. So much pollution and so much problem here we are having. So the government has decided to cut this carbon and make it green energy in the entire country. I am in many of the committees of the government for this energy transition. I am in the hydrogen committee, wherein hydrogen energy, how we can source of, how we can utilize it, how the dispensing stations in the country will be coming up. These are the thought of the days. How many can see? Do you visited any CNG stations? CNG petrol pump you have seen in CNG stations? Pull your hand up. You are not seeing. Yes, CNG stations are there. So next time when you go to a petrol pump, just stop the car or bike or whatever you are having and see that CNG station. It's a green energy. So how it is kept there? You can see a cascades of cylinders there. From the cascades, it will come to a compressor, then to the dispensing pump. So you must go and see, at least just go to the petrol pump to fill the motorbike. If you see a CNG dispensing pump there, just go there, just keep your bike or car there and visit that and see that station. How the cascades are working, how the compressor is working, how the system works. These are the things which is happening in the country. Then electric charging stations are. How many of you are having electric scooters? Anybody? Yes, he is having an electrical scooter. So how it works? How the charging is going on? Do you know in Kerala there are 300 petrol pumps having electrical charging stations? I am coming into that statistics. Very interesting field I am telling you. I am seeing from your eyes, you are very anticipating a global growth of these transitional energies. You youngsters, you are going to have a very good time in jobs. The government of India is taking a lot of measures to see that green energy is coming up. India's announcement that aims to reach net zero emissions by 2070. We wanted to reach zero emissions by 2017 and to meet 50% of its electricity requirements from renewable energy by 2030 is hugely significant moment for the global fight against the climate change. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to discuss various aspects related to India's energy transition journey, such as the shift towards renewable energy sources, the role of technology and innovation in energy sector, the challenges and the opportunities you youngsters are going to get, how you will be having good jobs in the next energy transition, and to promote the sustainable energy and to verify the potential impact on environment and economy. So, India's energy transition journey represents a significant shift towards renewable energy sources driven by the need for sustainable development energy security and environmental preservation. This transition has been influenced by several factors, including technological advancements, policy initiatives, economic considerations, and global environmental concerns. So, we will discuss the shift towards the renewable energy sources. What is the impressive climate change we are going to have? I will tell you, in the last 10 years, we have made significant progress in harnessing renewable energy, particularly hydrogen, CNG, solar and wind power. The government has set up ambitious targets for renewable energy. I'm telling you, I will get calls at 10:35 night, 11, 12 for meetings. Targeted ones. This is the one. You can ask Gail people also here, sitting here. So many meetings, and we have to have a target to achieve that one. The growth of highways, the energy sector, everywhere, their inputs are very much needed. So I am telling you, all of you, in the coming years, when you are in first year, second year, third year, I am telling you, you are going to get a lot of job opportunities in the energy sector itself. Not only in the software, I am telling you. Software you may get it. It's a white collar job, but this is something you have to set out. That's the difference between us. We all chemical engineers who want to work not in the software. At that time also we have got it, but we want to work in the job of this IRE. Sudarshan is sitting here. He has been in the sunlight only most of the time. We have set it out for KMML. Mr. Josanto is sitting here. They were always on the feet to achieve their target of energy system. So what is the chances, how the energy sector is impacting, how we will be going to achieve it? That's what I want to discuss with you. I said the global surface temperature is already increased by 1.5 degree since pre-industry's time. So how to make some efforts to come down this one. Every year so many people are trying for, the United Nations is trying to conduct several meetings with the various countries and find out a solution. The government, India, we have led from the front so far. From planning to build 500 gigawatt non-fossil electricity by 2030. If you want a green hydrogen, you have to get the source from green energy only. So solar energy is required. So how it will be able to source that solar energy? By having solar panels. So where is the sun we are getting? It will be in deserts in Rajasthan. It will be in deserts in Gujarat, in some of the areas they have. And that areas we have to source that energy, which will be put into the hub. Then that energy we are using to make electricity, green electricity. That green electricity will be used to make hydrogen. Then only it is called green. Otherwise we are using fossil fuels, it will be a grey height. So same thing with electrical charging stations also. So this we have to understand it and work on it. So we are all according to the climate change performance tracker, India was ranked 10th and featured among high performers for overall climate change performance. We are very good. We are doing very well. In terms of individual parameters, while it was reckoned as high performer for greenhouse gas, my request to all of you is, when you are doing your BTech or MTech thesis, your electives, go for green hydrogen, go for CNG, go for LNG, go for such energy transition projects. That's the next generation subjects which is going to have. I was today when I was visiting one of the son of one of the faculties doing hydrogen. I was so impressed by the way that he has capitalized that one, how it has been emerged that project. It's a wonderful thing that we have to discuss with you. So I am telling you, it's a great chance for all of you to go into the green energy sector. Do you know the transport sector, nearly 15% of the carbon dioxide emissions in the country come from the transport sector. In a recent study carried out by the Indian Institute of Science, it was revealed how transport sector had been the single largest source of greenhouse gas emissions across major cities in India, especially Delhi, Greater Bangalore and Hyderabad. And of transport, road transport has been found to have been the most responsible particulate matter 2.5 pollution, one of the biggest threat to human health in cities in Bangalore, Chennai, Surat and Indore. So these are all the things which we have to consider while your projects are taken up, your electives are taken up. Think it and talk to your professors and discuss with them why not these subjects to be taken. And this is the way which we have to think about it. So I am telling you, PESO is the regulator for hydrogen dispensing stations across the country. Do you know the first hydrogen dispensing station in the country? Where it is? Anybody? It's a quiz for you. First hydrogen dispensing station in the country. In fact, during the biodata read, she was telling about it. There is Anne. Okay, she was telling about it. She also didn't put her hands up. She read it. The first hydrogen dispensing station is in Baroda, Vadodara. Indian Oil Gujarat Refinery has put the first hydrogen dispensing station in the country at a cost of 73 crores. That was the total cost they have done it. So that's why we wanted to discuss how this. Do you know India has started this journey of hydrogen in 1976. They have formed in 1976 one hydrogen energy task force was there, which is called HETF, followed by the Technical Advisory Committee for Hydrogen Energy in 1983. We have started it, but it didn't move. In the 1985-1990 5-year plan, we have an R&D on new process of pilot plant scale production and end-use oriented project, but it didn't succeed. In 2003, National Hydrogen Board, Energy Board was set up by the government under the New and Renewable Energy. The chairman was Ratan Tata at the time, and the co-chairman was Anand Mahindra. This steering group formulated the National Hydrogen Roadmap in 2006. But what happened is, it didn't materialize. Hydrogen energy could not be utilized by then also. Now we have set up at that time the green energy for power generation, decentralized hydrogen based power generation, 1000 megawatt aggregate capacity to set up in the country by 2020. Then post Paris Agreement, you know that there were so many subcommittees formed in 2016 to review the status of previous initiatives. Now, in last year, January 4th was a very ideal day for us. This day, the Green Hydrogen Mission has been created. The Green Hydrogen Mission, approved on 4th January 2023, is the third attempt. We have to win this one. This third attempt, we have to see that hydrogen energy is used very well. I am telling you, the mission will attempt to bring the following, I am telling you the following outcomes. What are the government wants to go. I am in the hydrogen committee, that's why I wanted to tell you there are lot of job scopes coming up. Development of hydrogen production capacity will go to 5 million metric ton per annum with associated renewable energy capacity addition of 125 gigawatt in the country. So I request all the head of the departments in various departments, MNRE, Ministry of Non-Renewable Energies, had a lot of funding. So this you should utilize it. As a government college, GEC can utilize this energy, this money for the projects taken by the students. It's a great initiative. 8 lakh crores in total investments. Government is 8 lakh crore. Creation of 6 lakh jobs. Cumulative reduction in fossil fuel we are importing a lot of fossil fuel, crude oil, which we can cut through, of around 1 lakh crore. Abatement of nearly 50 million metric ton of greenhouse emissions. So these are what we are planning to do. So why I am selling, this is going to be the fuel in the coming days. We have hydrogen. Do you know how hydrogen is produced? Anybody? Electrolysis. Yes. I don't want to give a lecture I want a communication between all of you to set the tone for discussion. So you must be interested in listening to this. Electrolysis we are going to do. So what is the problem is to store hydrogen we require a bigger storage space. That is what we are. And to make hydrogen, what are the different types of way we can manufacture? There are so many students now going to electrolyzer manufacturing company. I am going to tell you, India is going to be the hub of electrolyzer manufacturing company. Already in Surat, L&T has started their electrolyzer manufacturing company. The only inhibition, the only problem which we are going to face is how to cut the cost of electrolyzer. So that's what I want you. You are the best brains in the country. You got an admission in the government engineering college. You are the best people who can utilize that brains for betterment of the country. So please think about it. How to lower the cost of electrolyzer, the future of hydrogen production. There are different types of electrolyzers. Alkaline electrolyzer is there. Anion exchange, AEM, membrane electrolyzer is there. Molten carbonate electrolyzer is there. Then we have proton exchange membrane electrolyzer, PEM. Then there is acidic and alkaline amphoteric electrolyzer. And the last one is the solid oxide electrolyzer cell. So how to cut the cost in manufacture of, now we are importing electrolysis. L&T has started their production at Surat in Gujarat. So they are coming with the first electrolyzer. They informed me last week, next month, they are bringing out the first electrolyzer in the company. So whenever you are having any visit to Gujarat, just tell your professor to talk to me. I will arrange the visit of that factory, electrolyzer factory. So that's the way. That's not only the places, you should see it. In your younger days also we went to see them, but 1 or 2 factories, 1 or 2 refineries, like Reliance Refinery, the largest refinery in the world, second largest refinery in the world. You should visit it. At least you should see that one. What most of the people do is take a photograph in front of the refinery and get back. We have visited it. Am I right? Yes, that's what is happening. No. At least the process they adopted, they will tell you. They will not take you to all the places, but they will make a round of it. These are the things which you have to do. And see that you are You should learn all these things. At the end of the day, what is happening is, when you are going to a job, at least they will ask you some questions, whether you have had any industrial visit or anything. At least you should say that I have visited this. So these are the things which you have to keep it in mind when hydrogen is considered. So I have told you the waves of Indian hydrogen. You have told you the catalyst of change. I have told you about how the government is performing in this endeavor to see that the energy source is coming up. Now, I have some slides which we will show. Time is there. In that one, the first hydrogen dispensing station, I can show you the pictures of that one, how the hydrogen is made and how it is supplied, how it is compressed, how it is put into the tubes. At a 600 bar pressure, we have to use this very high pressure to store it, and dispense this is very, very heavy. Do you know how much energy is required to make 1000 kg per hour of green hydrogen? There is a software called ASPEN software, ASPEN software. This software is the one which we use to calculate the energy requirement for any hydrogen process. We required for 1000 kilogram per hour green hydrogen, we request 39.03 megawatt of energy. Whereas from the fossil fuels, if you make hydrogen, and it is a grey hydrogen, we require only 5.80 megawatt. That is the difference. That's a simple words I am defining it, not a technological thing also. You should understand. So how that cost can be taken up to reduced. These are the things. You are the brightest children. You have great ideas coming up. Rather than spoiling on WhatsApp and just think about it. How we can think about all these things. You are the brighter. You are studying in GEC. So you can have it. So think from the initial days onwards. Think in that way. How? So I said, grey hydrogen cost is 5.80 megawatt requirement of 1000 kg per hour, whereas the other one requires only 39.03 megawatt is requiring 39. So much difference. So how we will be able to have a good versatile electrolysis manufacturing and how to reduce the cost. That's what we, the engineers, should think about. There are 2 stations already in India which is running very well. One is Reliance and one is Indian Oil Gujarat Refinery. There is one dispensing station at R&D, IOCL R&D at Faridabad. IOC R&D is having a hydrogen dispensing station. Then another one is at Solar Energy Institute at Gurgaon, Haryana, and at Tata Motors, Pune. I'm telling you, this you are mechanical or chemical or whatever engineering you are having, you will be getting a lot of jobs in automobile sector also. I heard from the professor, madam, she was telling me that Hyundai has taken a lot of chemical engineers this year. It's a great. I'm telling you, next year Tata Motors will take. I have visited their plant at Ahmedabad. I was discussing with them on various issues. I was telling them, take some more chemical engineers into this. They were thinking about it. So they will be coming up in the coming days. A lot of posts for Tata Motors. Already 2 people have been selected. Yes, they informed me. They messaged me saying, sir, we have selected 2 chemical engineers in their Tata Motors at Ahmedabad. So much opportunities are coming up. So dispensing of hydrogen in fuel cells, we have given licenses for Hyundai, Toyota and Tesla. Tesla coming up in the coming days. Tata, Hyundai and Toyota. Trial permissions has been given for tube trailers for storing of hydrogen. Now we have approved all the electrical components of hydrogen dispensers and compressors. So India is getting up into the city. Now, this is about hydrogen I want to discuss with you. Any questions you can ask me, we are ready to answer you. Okay, wanted to have a healthy discussion on India's energy transition with you, all of you. Next is LNG, liquefied natural gas. LNG is going to be a pivotal for providing an alternative and a cleaner fuel source. In India, I will tell you, I am going to compare Kerala and I am heading Gujarat. I am a Keralite only. I am heading Gujarat. Okay? How many refineries are there? How many are there? How many CNG stations are there? How many LNG stations are there? What we have to cover. This Kerala is one of the versatile things.
I have a question.
Yeah, just
Why this 800 bar for hydrogen?
yeah. See, the problem with this 700 bar or 800 bar, the high pressure level is becoming more prevalent because of the new FCV models of vehicles coming, fuel cell vehicles. It provides, one is even greater energy density, enabling longer time of driving ranges and more efficient fuel storage. When you 700 bars, when you are fueling a vehicle, it will take hardly 10 minutes. Whereas a 350 bar, it will take 26 minutes.
Sir, but why, my question is why 800? Why cannot we can't go beyond that?
No, that much pressure storages are not in anywhere in the country that can hold it. We are going for a bigger stainless steel MS storages that can go only up to 350 or maximum 350. Composite cylinders are the one which we are going for 700 pounds. In the world, not anybody has fabricated any pressure vessels or cylinders or composite cylinders having more than 700 pounds. That's the problem. See, when you manufacture a 700 bar cylinder, you have to undertake 26 tests. 26 tests are conducted by us to verify whether you can put this cylinder into the car or the bus. And the testing cost also going up. Some tests 21 days it will take. To complete one test, 21 days. So that is what I said. It will be very difficult in the company. So what we are going to add up is composite cylinders. That is, composite cylinders are with fiber cylinders. Fiber cylinders are going to come in the country. This cylinder will be lightweight. They can hold more hydrogen in it. That can be used. Yeah? Good. We wanted such questions, discussions in this session. We wanted to have a very good stuff. And another one important thing is going to have is, in Kerala we didn't have any natural gas pipeline. We have pipelines of, what is the pipeline going in Kerala? Any idea? Just wake up. I want to have discussion with you. How many pipelines, cross-country pipelines are going in Kerala?
LNG is there.
This communication. LPG is there. You know that GAIL protest at Kozhikode. That you remember. But that pipeline is what you are not remembering. That's the problem. That pipeline is for, yes, that's it. Then second one is, we have a product pipeline of petrol and MS to Coimbatore to Kochi. Petronet CCK had a pipeline. I'm telling you, all of you have lot of opportunities there and here. Just remember, in pipeline operation, in hydrogen manufacturing, in pressure vessels, in cylinder manufacturing, all, so many, you must look for that. Your taste of job. That's why. So I discussed with you, in these natural gas pipelines are there at Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan. NG, natural gas pipelines. The government is thinking about, already started, to inject, blend 20% hydrogen in it. Okay, 20% hydrogen in it. So the cost effective will come, 20% hydrogen will be put into it. We have already started, trial run has started with GAIL. GAIL is having at Agra. And NTPC, I'm telling all of you, chemical engineers, NTPC is going to take lot of chemical engineers in the coming days, because they are going to come up with lot of hydrogen stations across country. The first green hydrogen dispensing station of NTPC is coming in Ladakh. You search it, NTPC Ladakh hydrogen stations. Study, then you will have interest in it. We have to see that how the things are coming up in the areas, how they are developing, where we will be able to research. The only research institute is Indian Oil R&D at this one. IIT Delhi, those who are going to pursue MTech and other things, I am telling you, all of you, there is a center of excellence at IIT Delhi. I am a member of it. That one, they are going to have a hydrogen research center. So if you wanted to have that one, also you can think after your BTech or MTech, you can go into career oriented that one. I request the principal of this college also to come at the center of excellence with the Alimini's help. Okay, and this MNRE, lot of funds are there, you must utilize for the research with the chemical engineering department. Please come up with that center of excellence in Government Engineering College, Thrissur. My request to the honorable principal, Dr. Licho, is that one. So we have to think about something sustainable. What is the contribution of GEC in case of, and I have come all the way from Gujarat to talk to you. At least you should be able to do something betterment for the country. So coming into the LNG, do you know, anybody of you know that there is a LNG storage in Kerala? Where? And Petronet LNG, very good. Petronet LNG is having the greatest 150,000 metric ton of LNG is being stored there at Kochi. Do you know there is a LNG institute there? If you want to get a training on LNG, you can have their courses, 2 week, 3 weeks courses are there. LNG Institute at Petronet LNG Limited at Kochi. So the tours which you conduct, my youngsters, you must think about such centers. You have in your place. From hardly 2 hours you are reaching Kochi. You visit that LNG, that place, LNG storage. You know, the KMML, Chavara, is having one of the greatest hydrogen storage in the state. KMML is having a lot of hydrogen storages. That is grey hydrogen, but they are having it. So you must think about it. There are codes for pipeline transportation of hydrogen. ASME B31.12. That's the code for hydrogen pipeline transportation. There are different codes for storages, electrolysis, everything in ISO codes. So that's the way I want all of you to think about it. A positive thinking in your mind. Stay forward, stay focused on your endeavors. So LNG is another fuel. In Kerala, there are only one LNG dispensing station. That is at Trivandrum, Kumarapuram. Okay, Kumarapuram, there is an LNG dispensing pump there. In Gujarat, there are 7 number of LNG dispensing stations. In Gujarat, there are 1061 CNG stations. Whereas in Kerala, we are having 161. We have to go forward so that carbon neutrality will be achieved in the transportation sector. We have to go more in CNG stations here. That is the difference in this one. Do you know how many electrical charging stations in Kerala we have? PESO has license in fuel stations, 300 numbers. How many are using, we don't know. They have taken the license, HPC, BPC, IOC has taken all over from Kasaragod to Kanyakumari. We have given 300 numbers. In Gujarat, the same is 818 numbers. That's the difference. So we have to see that more electrical charging stations, more CNG stations, more LNG stations are coming up in the state of Kerala. Then only that attainability of energy transition can be achieved. Then next is, so what is about LNG? That's about electrical charging stations. Now we have a small discussion on solar and wind farms. Future energy stations will feature advanced solar and wind farms with improved efficiency and energy output. These farms may incorporate innovative technologies nowadays coming. And one company in Kerala is doing very well. That is the airport, CR Airport at Kochi. They are doing a wonderful work. They are going to manufacture hydrogen. So then they will be using hydrogen for their flights also. That's what I am telling you. These are the areas, my young friends, you should think about it. What is your contribution in this one? How you can contribute yourself into that one. So you must think in such a way whether this advanced solar and wind farms incorporate innovative technologies such as floating solar arrays. This is the new development. Floating solar arrays, bifacial solar panels, next generation wind turbines to maximize the energy generation while minimizing the environmental impact. Ladies and gentlemen, next is the nuclear power plants, how it is going to be. Advanced nuclear power plants utilizing technologies such as small modular reactors, advanced fuel cycles, potential for safe, reliable and sustainable nuclear energy generations are coming up. This will be designed to enhance safety, reduce waste and provide flexible power outputs to support grid sustainability. There are other innovative energy solutions coming up, which is to be in a balanced and supply demand. So these are all the technological advancements which I wanted to discuss with you. With the advancements, economical viability, when you are thinking about any of this, think about the economic viability. And environmental benefits for the future energy stations, we must consider and discuss. Additionally, it will be valuable to explore the interconnectedness of this energy infrastructure components within a comprehensive sustainable energy ecosystem, considering the energy interdependency, grid integration and the evolving energy market dynamics. Grid integration is a very important thing. We are manufacturing solar energy and transfer. We have to get at Kochi. How it is possible? How the market economy will differentiate it? We have to think about it. You are the brain. You are the next generation students. You have to think about it. Given Dr. K.V. Narayanan's background in chemical engineering, I request all the youngsters in this group, students, to touch upon the advancements in energy conversion and storage technologies, as well as the importance of interdisciplinary collaboration with mechanical, electrical and chemical engineering, addressing the complex challenges of energy transition. Ladies and gentlemen, this way we can honor the legacy of Dr. K.V. Narayanan by delving into a topic that aligns with his expertise and the pressing needs of our time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. Any questions? You can ask. Your job, opportunities, your things, everything we can discuss today. Any questions are welcome. ഉണ്ടോ അതിലോട്ടൊന്നും ഇട്ടിട്ട് കാണിച്ചോളൂ.
Sir, one question. See, again related to pressure only. So you told there are vessels to have 800 bar pressure. So can this CNG at present we are going maximum up to 250 bar?
Yes.
So can we, what Peso is doing? I mean, Peso is contributing something like to increase the pressure of CNG up to 800 bar so that we can store mass, more mass.
We can think about it. Considering the...
I think you got my point, no?
Yeah. Why not 800 bar in CNG?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
The thing is that we have not conducted any research on that piece. This is the one which will require a lot of inputs. As I said, the testing of each of the cylinders, 28 tests we have to conduct. It requires a lot of amount, lot of capital investment. The economics will not work out. That is why the developed nations are not doing it. Okay, at least I am telling you, I have got an application for 500 bar first time last week to me. 500 bar composite cylinders. Okay, first time we are getting an application for 500 bar pressure composite cylinders come. Type 4 composite cylinders. There are composite cylinders of various types. Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. You just Google it today. Okay, you will be understanding what is composite cylinders and how the pressure is. So that's what. The problem is we can say 1000 bar, 500 bar, etc. Whether that cylinder will hold it, that pressure.
My doubt is if it is holding 800 bar of hydrogen,
We can, sure.
then why not the CNG?
CNG 100% it will come. That is what. Then the CNG cascades will come 100%. That's what I am telling you. Once, then your product cost is higher. You are purchasing cascades. One cylinder at a cost of 18,000 today will go to 27,000.
But refilling will get delayed, no?
That is why the economy should work. That is interdisciplinary economics should work into it. It's a good question. Any other students? Nothing? Great. That's nice. Thank you. Yeah, please.
Okay, I just want to know, you are compressing from 1 bar to 600
Yeah.
bar. So from a mechanical point, what will be the temperature like? Since you are compressing hydrogen, is it safe?
No, that is why, you are an excellent question. That's why, whenever you are doing it, you have a cooler along with that. Okay, very good question. Such questions is really interesting. The cooler, we are adding up that cooler, and cooler will work 24/7. When you get at the last point, the temperature will be atmospheric. We ensure that one. Cooler is being provided.
And you said about the center of excellence in hydrogen, and since it is an academic institution,
Yeah.
I am worried about the safety. How we can handle the hydrogen?
No. There will not be. See, do you know hydrogen is in the country since 84. Okay, 1984. Do you know how many hydrogen filling stations are in the country? 121 hydrogen filling stations are in the country. All are regulated by PESO. Not a single accident has happened in the 26 years. Don't worry about it. It is whether it is a green hydrogen or a blue hydrogen or a turquoise hydrogen, it doesn't matter. Hydrogen is hydrogen. The safety is same. So 86 years of PESO experience is there. Don't worry about it. Hydrogen is not at all a problematic thing. We can safely use it. That is why what we are doing here, the one property of hydrogen is invisible. We cannot see it. That's the biggest problem. We cannot see that hydrogen leakage. So we are providing gas detectors, flame detectors. Gas and flame detectors will find out and activate the firefighting system, extinguish the light. That's carbon dioxide flooding system will be there. CO2 flooding system.
Yeah,
That they know.
why can't we add, like mercaptan we are adding into natural gas?
No, there is some problem in the addition of mercaptan or some other products. Some reaction is taking place in, and it is destroying the steel. So that's why we are not allowing that one. Stress relieving problems are there. So we are not allowing that one. That's it.
Sorry, my question was similar to the same because as we are switching to hydrogen, the potential risk also increases, right? Even if it is transportation to.
No, then the risk in CNG will be increased from petrol to CNG. Now another fuel is coming, hydrogen. We are taking lot of steps to prevent it. That's why I said when hydrogen is invisible, we have to have gas detectors, hydrogen detectors. Okay, it is denser than air, it will be going up only. So we have hydrogen detectors at the top. So then is flame detector. And each of the components manufactured in the hydrogen system will be tested before utilizing. Understood? We will be utilizing nitrogen, purge with nitrogen, utilize it. Nitrogen is an inert gas. So it will be used for purging operations and tested there. Then only hydrogen will be injected into it. See, you see the CNG stations. I said our Kerala is having 160 hydrogen CNG stations. Not a single accident, nothing. Unless until an unsafe condition is brought there, there will not be an accident.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? If it is an accident to the impact will be too much, right? If it's
Yes, impact will be very heavy. So we have taken up lot of measures on that one. That is why the rules are not at frame. I am in the rule committee. We are in the first notification of the rules will come in 15 days, in the coming 15 days. So you can go there, read the rules and see how hydrogen is being coming in. You can have the discussions. We are open to discussions. We are ready to discuss in each of the points. We are ready to answer any of your questions. Otherwise, I should not be a regulator. That's it.
thanks, sir.
Sir, one question. Liquefaction of hydrogen species.
Liquefaction is also coming up in a bigger way. But the thing is that, as I said, the design codes, which has to be redone now. We are in the process of doing it. The entire design variables have been corrected now with reference to the latest technologies. As far as I said, pipelines are ASME, new code has come, ASME B31.12, it was earlier 31.3, that was the process code. Similarly, we are allowing only ASME Division 1, ASME Division 1 or Section 8 Division 1 for the storages. So all this coming up, I am telling you, in the coming day, liquefaction will be done. Like the one CNG which we are doing, mother stations and daughter stations are coming up. So similarly, this also will be coming up with cascades as well as the full storage, and then pressurize it to do whatever capacity you want, then utilize it. The liquefaction and all the gaseous as well as liquid hydrogen will be coming up in the day.
ISRO having this.
Yeah, already ISRO is said. That's what I am telling you. We are having a good technical scientist background. We are good in hydrogen, I am telling you, better than any other countries.
So hydrogen cascades are available, sir?
Yes, already it is there. Time Technoplast, Bombay-based company, they are having the plant at Gujarat only. They are manufacturing hydrogen gaskets. So,
Sir,
ah,
sir, I have.
I will show you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, go on. Come to the pictures only.
Sir, excuse me, sir. I have a question, sir. Sir, you mentioned about automobile industries. So, like, what is the role of a chemical engineer in an
Very good question. Very good question. Yes. Okay. In the automobile industries, one of the major uses is paints. Okay. Then drying operations. Okay. Then each of the material they are using is stress relieved. Okay. So the furnace, it will be kept into the furnace and stress relieve the entire portion of each of the equipments. So there also the chemical engineer will be there to assist the one. Then dipping operations, drying operations, the paint quality considerations, quality control. Then the last one is CNG, petrol, electrical charging stations. Each had chemical engineers for. Coming up in CNG dispensing station, you are the person who has to decide on the flow rate. You have to decide on the how much fuel will be injected, how many kilograms of holding capacity of the tanks will be there, and how much capacity. So many roles you are having. And don't think that when you go to any industry, you will be a chemical engineer. No, you are a multifaceted engineer with chemical, mechanical, electrical, all these things we need to do. Any engineer, you have to do any other engineer's job. That is the thing. So you have multifaceted jobs in automobile sector. Lot of opportunities. Thank you. Okay, this is the hydrogen storage. You see, can I get the before what one picture is there? Okay, come next. This is the storage cylinders. You see, this is the composite cylinder. He was asking how the composite cylinders are there. You can see the carbon fiber composite. Carbon fiber composite is there. High density polymer. Several layers of fibers will be done. This is using robots only. This is lined up using robots only. So that is the perfect one. This is going to be the hydrogen storage in the coming days. Composite cylinders. The company in India manufacturing is Time Technoplast. You can search their website also. You can see that how this. Come next. Come. Go to hydrogen dispensing station. This slides, this PowerPoint presentation I will give to Manoj sir. You can collect it from here. Okay. No, nothing. I will spend 2-3 hours to prepare it, but we will be giving all this thing to all of you, so that you can study very well. This is the hydrogen dispensing station of Indian Oil Gujarat Refinery. You can see that hydrogen bus parked there. That is the 2 dispensing units there. This is the dispensing unit, 2 dispensing unit of Indian Oil. Next one, please. This is the dispensing unit. This is having 6 meter clearance. 6 meter, we are not allowing any other product storage or any offices in 6 meters from the hydrogen dispensing. Next. So you asked me what are that gentleman, then one of you, he asked me about what are the points considered by us when hydrogen dispensing stations. Mechanical integrity, safe installation locations, ventilation, detection. These are the main. Ventilation. It should not be in a confined room. It should be open. No hydrogen dispensing station should be in a confined room. If confinement comes, explosion chances. Ignition and electrical design, purging. Purging, I said nitrogen purging. It's required. Personal protective equipment, training and emergency response. Okay? Next. So this is the dispenser. Somebody asked the hydrogen, how your principal has asked. These are the chillers. You can see this one. These are the chillers used in the to make the temperature down. And you can see the gas detector bottom cabinet में there is a gas detector, dispenser gas detector, hose. There is a breakaway coupling. If your fueling is going and you take the car, hydrogen will not come out. There is a breakaway coupling which will prevent it from leak. So we have added up all the measures to see that you are safe. You are going home safely. Next one. Okay. Next. Okay, that's it. So some of the pictures of the dispensing station, some more are there. We have time for all these things. It was to leave at 3 o'clock, at 3:30 it is already taken. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Hope today's session was insightful and gave us an overview. So once again, thank you so much, sir. So next I invite Dr. Lakshmi Kutiyamma, wife of KV Narayanan, sir, for a few words. Ma'am, please.
Respected principal, respected chief guest, HOD of chemical engineering, respected professors, Narayanan sir, and all those who are present here from the industries, and my dear students, the future chemical engineers who are to deal with all the problems which Dr. Venugopal was suggesting. So today I am here with mixed feelings, you can say. One is I am very sad and emotional because I had to deal with a very difficult situation to be left alone. So that is, my life totally was orbiting around the sun, you can say. And all on a sudden, it disappeared, or can say the entire light went out of my life. That was a very difficult situation to deal with. Then today I am feeling proud also because department is remembering him, giving him a tribute which he richly deserves. He was a very, very intelligent man, very brainy and very hard working, and very good in time management. So, though he left early, he has done enough work of a lifetime. So, knowing him, I used to think that actually he should have been in some other field which requires, not that this requires less effort. So, instant thinking, right solutions. He was very good in all that. So now dealing with personal loss, it was very difficult, but I can say I have come out of that. That required some effort from my side also. Because my friends are also there who are in the same situation, who could not come out of that, who are in a depressing stage, I can say. They did not move on, but I can say I have moved on a little bit. That is how I am managing nowadays. My friends, my family, my relatives all helped me, my colleagues, my department friends all helped me to face the situation. Actually, in such difficult situations, I'll just take 2 or 3 minutes only. So I have seen a film which most of you have seen. That is years back, Step Mom. In that, the heroine Julia Roberts, she's the stepmom, and there is a scene where the little girl was coming back from school, crying aloud, and she is inconsolable because she got abused from her friends. She was reluctant to go back to school itself. Then the stepmom asked her, so what is the solution? Sit and cry or do something about it? Sit and cry, do something about it. She asked 2-3 times. So the girl got inspired and she thought, actually that is it. Sitting and crying is no solution for everything. Do something about it. That is what you have to do. So I consciously try to do something to deal with it. Even my grandson, he was only 7 years old, and I said family, friends all helped me. So my grandson was only 7 years old at that time. He was deeply hurt because of the loss. All of us were. Then he Googled and found out a solution. He came out with a 5-point program. I am saying he was only 7 years old. So the first one was, I am not going into all that. The first point was, he said, cry your heart out. So all of us did that, cry your heart out. Second thing is keep memories. That is photographs, incident, so big photographs, things like that. So they make that is in either videos or all these things, go through it. So you will be remembering. Then that is memorials, some memorials. So that is what I have done one. To the department, I sponsored a reading room in his name. So that name will be there. And the students who are coming, I am happy to know that all the admissions last year was in his room, in that reading room. So somebody called and told me, and I felt so happy. And this one, the department also is doing this thing, keeping the memories. So that way I am moving. Now I am extremely thankful to the department for conducting this lecture every year. They are taking efforts. I am sure the students will be benefiting from this. And Dr. Vedagopal is a friend of mine. We were classmates in MTech, but he is 10 years junior to me because I was teaching here and then became his classmate, and he was fresh from college and came for MTech. And even PhD also, during his PhD time also he had association with the department. Always he was a guiding light for the department. And whenever we needed him, I used to call him. And that way we always keep that interaction. So being friends who are very big bosses in the industry, that is extremely helpful. That is, he is not exactly from industry alone. He is the big boss who is giving permission for everything. So that is always helpful for our department. So thank you, Dr. Vedagopal, for coming over here and giving this wonderful lecture. I am sure you have inspired all the students. Okay, and to the students, I request you all to utilize our book. He was the main, my husband Narayanan was the main author. I am the co-author, and I was his right hand in all the activities. And though he is no more, the memories I cherish, I miss him terribly, and I cherish the memories, and I am going ahead like that. Because though we have only one daughter, she got married and went off. Then we two only were there in the house. But even then our house was so full because of the combined interest in that is literature, poem, movies. So we missed nothing. And in that also working hard and hard, years of effort. You cannot imagine if you have to come out with 3 books and 2 editions of all that. So to keep his memory alive, I am doing the next editions of the book also. But so I am with him also for all that. So that way, so you students also, I advise you all to put in your maximum effort. There is so much that you can do for the humanity. Okay, chemical engineers, that is your role is the most required role, that is to purify the environment or to have fuels. Not that I am not belittling the other branches, now everything is combined. So I wish you all the very best future to come out as eminent chemical engineers. And I thank the department, Venugopal, and all those who have come to listen to this. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You're truly inspiring and hope you have all strength in future. Yes, we are really grateful to have Dr. R. Venugopal join us, an eminent figure in the field and a visionary. We take this moment to honor Sir for his great work and achievements. I now hand over to Padmavati ma'am. Ma'am, please. Venugopal sir, I invite you to receive our honors. Padmavati ma'am will do the further proceedings.
Respected Principal Lijo sir, our Chief Guest Venugopal sir, HOD, former faculty members, invited guests, colleagues and my dear students. So we are extremely proud and privileged in this moment for getting Dr. R. Venugopal as the speaker for the 5th KVN Memorial Lecture. And I am sure that all the students should got a clear-cut idea regarding greener energy technologies that result in reduced carbon emission. So my duty here is to lead the honoring ceremony, and before going to that, I will just refer to some of the major contributions made by Venugopal sir. So as previously told, he is an alumni, M.Tech alumni of Department of Chemical Engineering, Government Engineering College, Thrissur. Dr. R. Venugopal, Joint Chief Controller of Explosives, PESO, Gujarat, is a renowned chemical engineer with experience in petroleum, auto LPG, CNG, LNG, electric charging stations, and hydrogen. He has proven success in statutory approvals, in designing, installing, and commissioning of renewable energy systems. He is the lead and manage a team of engineers in approving, design, and build renewable energy systems as per statutory requirements that make a positive impact on the environment. He has performed technical due diligence on India's first hydrogen dispensing stations, first LNG dispensing stations, proposals to ensure compliance with applicable codes and standards, as well as PESO's policies and procedures. He provided engineering support during the construction phase of renewable energy systems, especially auto LPG, CNG, LCNG, LNG, and hydrogen fueling stations by reviewing retail outlet drawings and performing site inspections to verify that work is being performed in accordance with the approved plans and specifications. He earned the title in the media Oxygen Man, as previously mentioned, for his exceptional work during COVID-19 peak in Kerala. During the COVID-19 crisis, his meticulous planning as nodal officer averted oxygen shortages in the COVID-affected Kerala. He is a member of Coordination Committee, Center of Excellence on Process Safety at IIT Delhi. With 32 years of service, his regulatory expertise in hazardous industries has yielded remarkable results. He was awarded the Outstanding Chemical Engineer 2022 by the Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers, then Samuhya Suraksha Award 2020 from National Safety Council, and Tech Samaritan Award for the Oxygen Services during COVID and from Institution of Engineers, Kerala. His research endeavors have featured in various conferences, seminars, and workshops effectively in disseminating safety information. He is a member of Board of Studies, CUSAT, Chemical Engineering and Fire and Safety Engineering. He is also author of Chemical Engineers Reference Manual. He has published 26 scientific journal papers in journals as well as in books. He He has investigated many major industrial accidents and firework accidents, such as Paravur Kollam temple display accident that killed 108 people, then HPCL LPG bottling plant accident at Secunderabad, Gail LPG pipeline accident, etc. His initiatives in the firework hub of India, Shivagashi, reduced firework accidents and saved countless lives. Dr. Venugopal, as a nodal officer from PESO, as per Honorable Supreme Court order, has been in the team for successfully controlled demolition of 6 buildings in 2020 at Maradu in Kerala in the violation of CRZ rules without harming neighboring properties. A sustainable energy enthusiast, he promotes green hydrogen. Dr. Venugopal is respected for his commitment to safety and sustainable chemical engineering, making the world a better place. So I welcome you, sir, for this honoring ceremony, and also with utmost respect, I welcome Dr. Neelakandan, sir, former HOD, principal and former DTE, for honoring Dr. Venugopal. Please, sir.
Thank you so much, Neelakandan, sir. I'm also very happy to invite Sudarshan, sir, for a few words. So please.
It's a very huge change when you see this amphitheatre. When we came in 82, I belonged to the first entrance batch. So, respected principal, chief guest of the day, Dr. Venugopal, HOD Chemical, my teacher, of course, and memories of Dr. Narayanan. വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പ് 82 ഞങ്ങൾ കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് ബാച്ചിൽ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ഇരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് പീരീഡ് നാരായണൻ സാറിൻ്റെ ആയിരുന്നു. വന്നോടെ തന്നെ ഞങ്ങൾ 10-50 പേരുണ്ട്. സാറ് ചോദിച്ചു ഒരു ലൈനിൽ നിന്ന് എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് എടുത്തത്. 42-40-41 കൊല്ലം മുമ്പാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതിലൊരു പയ്യൻ പറഞ്ഞു, എൻ്റെ അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞു അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എടുത്തതാണ്. വേറെ ചിലർ പറഞ്ഞു, എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് ചോദിച്ചു പറഞ്ഞു ഞാൻ ഹൈദരാബാദിൽ നിന്നാണ് വന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അന്നേരം എനിക്ക് ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ചൊന്നും വലിയ പിടിപാടില്ല. കിട്ടിയ അഡ്മിഷൻ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് പോകുന്നു. എനിക്കറിയില്ല, കേട്ടിട്ട് നല്ല രസമായ ബ്രാഞ്ച് തോന്നുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് സത്യം പറഞ്ഞാൽ ആ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ അന്ന് 60 പേർക്ക് ആർക്കൊന്നും അറിയാൻ മേല എന്താണ് ഈ കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ്. സാറ് പിന്നെ അടുത്ത 2 പീരിയഡ്സ് കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിൻ്റെ പോസിബിലിറ്റീസിനെ കുറിച്ച് എടുത്തത്. വളരെ ഭംഗിയായ ഒരു ക്ലാസ്സായിരുന്നു. ഞങ്ങളന്ന് അദ്ദേഹം വന്ന് CBP ആണ് എടുത്തത്. അതിന് വേറൊരു രസം എന്താണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 83 സാറൊന്ന് കല്യാണം കഴിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. കല്യാണം 82-ലാണ് 83 എനിക്ക് അറിയില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ടീച്ചറിൻ്റെയും സാറിൻ്റെ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഹണിമൂൺ ട്രിപ്പ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ കൂടെ ആയി. ടീച്ചറിൻ്റെ ഒരു ചെറിയ നാളം പോലെ ഉണ്ട്, എന്നാൽ പോലും. അപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ ഓൾ കേരള ടൂറിന് പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞ് അന്ന് നിങ്ങളെ പോലെ ഇത്രയും ഗേൾസും ബോയ്സൊന്നും ഇല്ല. 35-40 പിള്ളേരുണ്ട്. അതിൽ 5-6 ബോയ്സ് ഗേൾസും പിന്നെ ബാക്കിയെല്ലാം ബോയ്സും. ടീച്ചർ അന്ന് FSCT വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാം, ഫെഡോയിലാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അന്നാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ ആദ്യം ഒരു ടീച്ചറിനെ കാണുന്നത്. നല്ലൊരു ട്രിപ്പായിരുന്നു. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഒരു 3rd or 4th സെമിസ്റ്റർ ആയപ്പോഴാണ് ടീച്ചർ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് വരുന്നത് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ക്ലാസ്സിലേക്ക്. അപ്പോൾ ഏറ്റവും ആദ്യത്തെ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് എന്നുള്ള നിലയ്ക്ക് എനിക്ക് അതിൽ ഓർഡർ കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങളെല്ലാം ചോദിച്ചു ടീച്ചറിന് ജോലി എന്തായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ കൊച്ചു ഡിസൈൻ ഞാൻ ഫെഡറൽ ചെയ്യുമായിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ അങ്ങനെ കൊച്ചു ഡിസൈൻകാരിയായ ടീച്ചറിനെ ഇപ്പോൾ വലിയൊരു ഓഥറാണ്, വലിയ ആളായി. ഞാൻ കല്യാണം കഴിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഫെഡോയിൽ തന്നെ ഒരു എഞ്ചിനീയർ എനിക്ക് മാരി ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിച്ചു. അപ്പോൾ കൊച്ചി ഡിസൈനേക്കാൾ ഇപ്പോൾ പുള്ളിക്കാരി വലിയ ഡിസൈനൊക്കെ ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ റിട്ടയർ വീട്ടിലേക്ക് വന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി സാറ് പിന്നെ കെ.വി. നാരായണൻ സാറ് എൻ്റെ പ്രൊജക്ട് ഗൈഡും കൂടിയായിരുന്നു. പിന്നെ എൻ്റെ ടീച്ചർ സെമിനാറിൻ്റെ ഇവാലുവേറ്ററും കൂടിയായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു രസം എന്താണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അന്ന് ഈ പ്രസൻറ്റേഷൻ ഇതൊന്നുമില്ല. അന്ന് നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക് പേപ്പറിനകത്ത് ട്രാൻസ്പെറൻസിയിൽ വരയ്ക്കുകയും പിടിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യും. അപ്പോൾ 2 കൊല്ലം കഴിഞ്ഞ് എൻ്റെ അടുത്തൊരു പയ്യൻ വന്നു. അന്ന് ഞാൻ റയൽസ് ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തു. അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ തങ്ങളുടെ പേര് ടീച്ചർക്കും പറയും. എന്താന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പ്രസൻറ്റേഷൻ ചെയ്യും, നല്ല ഇംഗ്ലീഷൊക്കെ, അടിപൊളി ഇംഗ്ലീഷൊക്കെ, പക്ഷെ കണ്ടിട്ടൊന്നുമില്ല പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അത് വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് ശേഷം ഞാൻ മറന്നിട്ടില്ല ടീച്ചറെ. വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് ശേഷം ഞാൻ ബർട്ടൺ കോളേജിൽ കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് എൻ്റെ ഏതൊരു ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റിലെ ശശികുമാർ സാറാണ് അന്നത്തെ ഹെഡ്. അപ്പോൾ അന്നത്തെ ഇനോഗ്രേഷന് ഞാൻ വന്നിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിൻ്റെ എന്തോ എനിക്കവനെ എനിക്കവനെ പക്ഷേ അസോസിയേഷൻ്റെ ആക്ടിവിറ്റിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഇനോഗ്രേഷന് വന്നു. എനിക്ക് വലിയ സന്തോഷം തോന്നി. പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ ഡോക്ടർ ലക്ഷ്മി കുട്ടി ടീച്ചറിനെ ഞാൻ പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചില്ല. ടീച്ചർ ഓടി കയറി വരുന്നപ്പോൾ എന്നെ കണ്ടപ്പോൾ താനാണോ? പക്ഷെ അന്ന് എനിക്ക് 2 മണിക്കൂറിട്ട് ഞാൻ ക്ലാസ് എടുത്തു. 2 മണിക്കൂർ എടുത്തു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എൻ്റെ ഒരു എൻ്റെ ഒരു ഇതായിരുന്നു, ചലഞ്ചായിരുന്നു. 2 മണിക്കൂർ ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അത് ടീച്ചർ കേൾക്കണം. ടീച്ചർ ഉറങ്ങിപ്പോയെന്ന് എനിക്കറിയില്ല. പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ ഏതായാലും ക്ലാസ് എടുത്തു. ഞാൻ ബേസിക്കലി IRE എന്നാണ് വരുന്നത്, റെയർസ് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രി എന്നാണ് വരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി ദിസ് ഇസ് ആൻ ഓപ്പർച്യൂണിറ്റി വിച്ച് ഇസ് മെന്റ് ടു മീ. അപ്പോൾ ഐ വാണ്ടഡ് ടു സ്പീക്ക് അബൌട്ട് ഡോക്ടർ വേണുഗോപാൽ. ഡോക്ടർ വേണുഗോപാലിനെ ഞാൻ 2008 ആദ്യമായിട്ട് പരിചയപ്പെടുന്നത്. അദ്ദേഹം ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഇന്ത്യൻ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ഓഫ് കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയേഴ്സ് കൊച്ചി റീജിയൻ സെൻറ്ററിൻ്റെ ചെയർമാനായിരുന്നു. അതുപോലെ ചെയർമാൻമാരെല്ലാം ബേസിക്കലി ഫ്രം ദി ഇൻഡസ്ട്രി ഉണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ സാറ് വന്നപ്പോൾ ഇത്രയധികം ഡ്രൈവ്, ഇത്രയധികം എന്താ പറയുക പ്രൊജക്ട്സുകൾ. ഇൻഫാക്ട് he was the main person who instituted the Chemical Engineers Award. Last year സാറ് ആണ് വിന്നർ, സാറും ഡോക്ടർ മധു. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഈ ഇടയ്ക്ക് തൃപ്പൂണിത്തുറ വെച്ച് വലിയൊരു ഫയർ ഇൻസിഡൻറ്റ് ഉണ്ടായപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഓർത്തു വന്ന സാറിനെ. ബിക്കോസ് ഇൻ 2009 or 10 we had a conference in Trichy based on fireworks accidents-നെ കുറിച്ച്. അന്ന് എല്ലാവർക്കും തമാശ പോലെ തോന്നി. പക്ഷേ 12 years, 13 years later that became one of the biggest accidents now. സാറിൻ്റെ പ്രത്യേകത എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ സാറ് വളരെ ഭയങ്കര ഡ്രൈവുള്ള ആളാണ്. എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ വിചാരിക്കും ഈ ഈസ് ഹോൾഡിങ് എ വെരി ഒരു കംപ്ലയൻസ് ഏജൻസിയുടെ മേധാവി എന്നുള്ള നിലയ്ക്ക് അബ്സല്യൂട്ട് പവേഴ്സാണ്. നമുക്ക് അത് കാണുമ്പോൾ ഒരു ആനന്ദമാണ്. സാറ് പറയുന്നത് അത്രയും 10 വണ്ടി വേണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എവിടത്തേക്കാണെന്ന് അറിയാൻ പറ്റില്ല, 10 വണ്ടികൾ വരും. പക്ഷേ അതെല്ലാം വിത്തിൻ ദ എന്താണെന്ന് പറയുക, അതെല്ലാം ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള ഇതാണ്. ഒരുപാട് ട്രെയിനിങ് പ്രോഗ്രാംസ് ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയേഴ്സിന് വേണ്ടി സാറ് നടത്തി. സാറ് എനിക്ക് തന്നെ ഒരുപാട് പ്രോഗ്രാംസ് ഇവിടെ നടത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഒരുപാട് ടോക്കുകൾ. ഈ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടിൻ്റെ പഴയ ഉണ്ണികൃഷ്ണൻ മെമ്മോറിയൽ അവാർഡ് ലെക്ചർ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. എനിക്ക് തന്നെ അദ്ദേഹമാണ് സാറിൻ്റെ പീരീഡിലാണ് ആ ലെക്ചർ തുടങ്ങിയത്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു അവസരത്തിൽ എനിക്ക് വലിയ ആനന്ദം തോന്നി. ഇവിടെ ഡോക്ടർ വേണുഗോപാൽ സാറിൻ്റെ മെമ്മോറിയൽ ലെക്ചറും എൻ്റെ പ്രിയങ്കരനായ സാറിൻ്റെ the departed soul of Dr. Narayanan നമുക്ക് ആദരിക്കാനുള്ളൊരു ചാൻസ് കിട്ടി. ലക്ഷ്മി ടീച്ചറിനെ ഞാൻ എപ്പോഴും ഓർക്കുന്നു. എൻ്റെ പഴയ ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് CRE കെമിക്കൽ റിയാക്ഷൻ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് സാറ് ഞങ്ങളെ ഒരു ക്ലാസ് എടുത്തിട്ടുള്ളൂ. സാറ് വളരെ വളരെ സീരിയസ് ആയിട്ട് ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കും. ഞങ്ങൾ 60 പേര് അവിടെ ഇരിക്കും. എനിക്ക് തന്നെ ആകെ 2-3 പേർക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി കാണുന്നു. പക്ഷേ ഞങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരും ആ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് 60 സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ദാറ്റ് ബാച്ച് ഐ തിങ്ക് യു ഹാവ് കം ലൈക്ക് എനിത്തിങ്. ഒരു പക്ഷേ ഈ കോളേജിൻ്റെ ഈ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റിൻ്റെ ഒരു 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 ഇതായിരിക്കാം ഇവിടെ വന്ന് പഠിക്കുവാനും ഇവിടുത്തെ ഒരു പ്രത്യേക സാഹചര്യം. ഐ മീൻ ദ എൻവയൺമെൻറ്റ് വിച്ച് ദേ ഹാഡ് ക്രിയേറ്റഡ് പ്രോബ്ലി ദാറ്റ് ഹാസ് മേഡ് അസ്. I mean, all my classmates have done extremely well. Even I have done pretty well. അപ്പോൾ ആ ഒരു അവസരത്തിൽ വേണുഗോപാൽ സാർ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഒരുപാട് അന്നും ഞങ്ങൾ 10-40 കൊല്ലം 45 കൊല്ലം മുമ്പ് ഞങ്ങൾ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഡോക്ടർ PVS നമ്പൂതിരിപ്പാൽ അന്നത്തെ ഡോയൻ ഓഫ് കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് ആണ് അദ്ദേഹം. അന്നത്തെ എനിക്ക് അപ്പോളോ ടയേഴ്സിൻ്റെ CEO ആയിരുന്നു. ഏത് വേദിയിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ പറയുമായിരുന്നു കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് സ്റ്റുഡൻസിന് ഒരുപാട് ചാൻസസ് ഉണ്ട്, ഒരുപാട് വേദികളുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ അന്നൊന്നും അത്ര ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷേ ഇപ്പോൾ in fact you have got so much of opportunities. I think there can never be a better time than now. It is for you to grab opportunities. I think I have to thank Dr. Venugopal sir for repeatedly telling the kind of possibilities, kind of opportunities that are available. And teacher പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഡോക്ടർ നാരായണൻ സാർ വളരെ ആത്മാർത്ഥമായി എനിക്ക് അഭിപ്രായം ഈ കെമിക്കൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് ബുക്ക് ഓർഡർ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് സാറിൻ്റെ ആദ്യത്തെ ബുക്ക് സൈക്ലോസ്റ്റൈൽ നോട്ട്സ് ആയിരുന്നു. വി വർ വൺ ഓഫ് ദ റെസിപ്പിയൻസ് ടീച്ചറിൻ്റെ തെർമോഡൈനാമിക്സിൻ്റെ മറ്റേ സൈക്ലോസ്റ്റൈൽ നോട്ട്സ്. അതൊന്നും ഈ ഫോട്ടോസ്റ്റാറ്റൊന്നും വന്നിട്ടില്ല. സൈക്ലോസ്റ്റൈലായിട്ടുള്ള നോട്ട്സ് ഞങ്ങൾ സാധനങ്ങൾക്ക് തരും. ഞങ്ങളത് കൊണ്ടുപോയി പ്രിൻ്റ് ചെയ്യും. ഞങ്ങൾ അത് വെച്ച് ഞങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ച് ഇവിടം വരെയൊക്കെ എത്തി ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ ടീച്ചറിന്. പിന്നെ എനിക്ക് വേറൊരു രസം തോന്നി എന്താണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ടീച്ചറിൻ്റെ മകളുടെ കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ ടീച്ചറിൻ്റെ മകളുടെ കല്യാണത്തിന് സാറ് ആയപ്പോൾ 2-3 സ്റ്റുഡൻസിനെ വിളിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അതിൽ ഒരു സ്റ്റുഡൻറ്റ് ഡോക്ടർ ജി മധു ആയിരുന്നു, രണ്ടാമത്തെ സ്റ്റുഡൻറ്റ് ഞാനാണ്. അപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ ക്ലാസ്മേറ്റ്സ് എല്ലാം ഇതിൽ തനിക്ക് എന്താ ഇത്ര പ്രത്യേകത തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞു. എനിക്കറിയാൻ മേല, സാറിന് എന്നെ മാത്രമേ ഓർത്തുള്ളൂ. അതിപ്പോൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? നിങ്ങളൊക്കെ ചിലപ്പോൾ ഒരുപാട് പഠിച്ചിട്ടൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവും. പക്ഷേ ഇപ്പോഴും ഞാൻ സാറായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഡീലിങ്സ് ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. ദ വേ യു റെസ്പെക്ട് യുവർ ടീച്ചേഴ്സ്, ദ വേ യു ലിസൺ ടു ദം, ദ വേ യു ഇൻട്രാക്ട് വിത്ത് ദം, പ്രോബ്ലി ദാറ്റ് മേക്സ് ദം തിങ്ക് അബൌട്ട് യു. എന്നെ ഒരുപാട് വേദികളിൽ സാറ് വിളിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. എന്താണെന്ന് എനിക്കറിയില്ല. അവിടെ എല്ലാം എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിയ വേദികളിലൊക്കെ ഞാൻ സംസാരിക്കുകയൊക്കെ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആൻഡ് താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്. ഈ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റിന് ഞാൻ അങ്ങേറ്റം നന്ദി പറയുന്നു. ഈ ടീച്ചർ ഇറ്റ്സ് ബീൻ നൈസ് മീറ്റിംഗ് യു ആൻഡ് സോ നൈസ്. ആൻഡ് ഡോക്ടർ വേണു ഓഫ് കോഴ്സ് വേണുഗോപാൽ സാറായിട്ടുള്ള അസോസിയേഷൻ ഈ സ്റ്റിൽ കണ്ടിന്യൂ ടു എല്ലാ ദിവസവും ഞാൻ സാറിനെ ഗുഡ് മോർണിംഗ് അടിക്കും. എന്തിനാണെന്ന് എനിക്കറിയില്ല. പക്ഷേ എനിക്കൊരു വലിയ അതിന് മറുപടി ആയിരിക്കും സാറ്. നമുക്കൊരു തോന്നില്ല ഹീസ് പ്രോബ്ലി യങ്ങർ ദാൻ മീ. പക്ഷേ ആ ഒരു ദ വേ ഹി കാറ്റലൈസസ് തിങ്സ് ആൾക്കാരുടെ ഇടയിൽ ഇൻസ്പയർ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റി സാറിൻ്റെ സംസാരവും സാർ ദ വേ ഹി ഡസ്. ആൻഡ് ഐ തിങ്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഹസ് definitely transcended borders. It has come to our levels also. Our batches also we have been inspired by his presentations, the way he talks. And thank you so much. And thank you so much. I appreciate your patient hearing. And thank you, Department of Community.
One thing I want to tell all of you is there is a 24 engineers post coming up in PESO, Petroleum and Explosive Safety Organizations. Within 2 months it will be advertised. So keep watching on it. Okay? PESO, Petroleum and Explosive Safety Organization, Government of India. This is the best job you can get. A chemical engineer can get. Okay? This will be a great opportunity as Deputy Controller of Explosives. You will be posted across the country, but don't miss it. It's a good job to study the things, design, operations, testing, everything. It's a wonderful job. Opportunity you get in the country. So do join us. And you are getting a career service, IPESS, Indian Petroleum and Explosive Safety Services. So join us as my juniors. I hope some of you will crack that exam, test, group discussion and interview. How to crack? You will do it. Okay? All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Venugopal sir, for sharing that with us. And yes, thank you, Sudarshan sir, for taking your time as well. So to conclude, I invite Dr. Sajina Bibi, HOD, Department of Chemical Engineering, for the vote of thanks.
Respected Principal, respected Chief Guest of today's program, Dr. R. Venugopal sir, respected speaker is present here, dear colleagues and students. Good evening. Every year we organize Dr. KVN Memorial Lecture as an honor to Dr. KV Narayanan sir, valuable contribution to the department and chemical engineering education. Today we have conducted 50 lecture of the series. With these few words, let me enter into the duty of expressing a vote of thanks. Dr. R. Venugopal sir is a renowned chemical engineer with experience in the petroleum and allied field. He is a distinguished alumnus of our department and he has contributed 70 copies of a textbook titled Chemical Engineering Reference Manual to our final year BTech Chemical Engineering students. Today, we were all fortunate to attend his excellent lecture on India's energy transition training, future energy stations. The lecture was very informative and inspiring. On behalf of the Department of Chemical Engineering and all who attended, I express sincere gratitude, sir, for accepting our invitation and delivering the lecture despite your busy schedule. Thank you, sir. I express our sincere thanks to our principal, Dr. Lijovi, for delivering the welcome address and extending all the support to this program. Today we also have with us the distinguished invitees, alumni members and senior professors who accepted our invitation and graced the occasion with their presence. I extend my sincere thanks to them all. We also have with us Dr. B. Lakshmi Amma, KVN sir's wife, and also the former head and professor of our department. I express our sincere gratitude to you, ma'am. I also thank Sudarshan sir for recollecting the memory of Narayanan sir. Then I also take this opportunity to thank Dr. Padmavati KS for coordinating this program successfully and for comparing diligently. I also thank all my colleagues and students for your support and participation. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for those words of gratitude. With this, we conclude the 5th edition of KV Narayanan Memorial Lecture. Hope this session had a great impact and we hope to continue and hold the legacy of KV Narayanan sir. Once again, thank you all for joining us. Good day.
പഴഞ്ഞറിയാം പാറയമ്പാടറിയാം ആ ഉണ്ട് അത് കൂടെ വഴിയിൽ പഴഞ്ഞിക്ക് പോണത് ആണോ അച്ഛൻ ഡോക്ടറാണോ ഞാനേ ജെയിൻ ജോർജിനെ കാണിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി ജെയിൻ ജോർജ് ഡോക്ടറിനെ അറിയോ
ചിടം കൊടുത്തോളൂ ഗൂഗിൾ എംഎസ്സിലാണോ ഇതിപ്പോ ഇതൊക്കെ ആരെയാ
എന്റെ വീട് കാണിയമ്പാൽ അറിയോ ആനയ്ക്കൽ അറിയോ ആ ഞാനേ ജെയിൻ ജോർജ് ഡോക്ടറിനെ അറിയോ ഒരു സ്കിന്നിന്റെ ഡോക്ടറാ അത് ഇവിടെ തന്നെ റോയൽ ഹോസ്പിറ്റലില്ലേ അതിന്റെ അടുത്താ പുള്ളിക്കാരെ അവിടെ ഇരിക്കണം അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ അങ്ങനെ പോയപ്പോ ഇങ്ങനെ അച്ഛന്റെ പേര് പറഞ്ഞേ ആ അപ്പൊ ആ ഡോക്ടറിന്റെ മോൻ അവിടെ പഠിക്കണ്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു അപ്പൊ എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായില്ല ഇങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞു ഫോട്ടോഗ്രാഫി കിരൺ പ്രമാണോ ചോദിച്ചപ്പോ ആ അതേന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു പരിചയപ്പെടാൻ പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു ഡോക്ടർ ആ ശരി എന്നാ സിയന്ന ശരി കേട്ടോ
നാളെ ഇല്ലല്ലോ സസ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടല്ല ശരിക്കും ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് എടുക്കാൻ റെഡിയാണ്.
മറ്റേ ഈ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ വാല്യൂഷൻ ക്യാമ്പ് ഇല്ല.
വാല്യൂഷൻ ക്യാമ്പ് ഉണ്ട്, പക്ഷേ ഇപ്പോൾ ചില ടീച്ചേഴ്സിൻ്റെ ക്യാമ്പ് കഴിഞ്ഞു, വാല്യൂഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു, അവരെടുക്കാൻ റെഡിയാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ കോമൺലി ഉള്ള ഡിസിഷനിൽ അപ്പോൾ എടുക്കണ്ടാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കുറേ ടീച്ചേഴ്സ്. ശരിക്കും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ ട്രാൻസ്ഫറിൻ്റെ ടീച്ചറിലേക്ക് അവർ ഓൾറെഡി വാല്യൂഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞതാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ S4 വരണം, അപ്പോൾ S4 എടുത്തൊരുക്കല്ലേ വരുന്നത്, അല്ല S5 എനിക്കൊക്കെ വരുന്നുണ്ട് വാല്യൂഷൻ. കുറേ പേര് MC ഡിസാസ്റ്റർ, പക്ഷേ അവരെ ഇല്ലാത്തവരെടുക്കാൻ. എൻ്റെ 2012 പാസ് ഔട്ടായ എൻ്റെ സ്റ്റുഡൻറ്റ് ഡൽഹിയിൽ നിന്നാണ് ബ്ലൂ. ഞാനാണ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ട്യൂട്ടറായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ നിന്ന് വന്നേക്കുക ബാംഗ്ലൂർക്ക് വന്നതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ലെക്ചർ എടുക്കുന്നത് എല്ലാവരും കാണാൻ വേണ്ടി ഈ ബ്ലൂ മുകുൾ ധവാൻ ഭയങ്കര സ്നേഹമാണ്. വിളിച്ചതല്ല, ഇത് കണ്ടേ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഇതിൽ കാണൂല്ലോ, സൈറ്റിൽ
ഇത് മറ്റേ 7 ആർട്ടീഷ്യൻസ് കൊണ്ട് 7 ആർട്ടീഷ്യൻസിൻ്റെ മാനുവൽ ലെൻസ്
മൊത്തം മറ്റേ ഫോക്കസ്
ഫുൾ ഇപ്പം എടുത്തിട്ട്
ലെൻസിന് നല്ല വില ഫുജിയുടെ.
ഫുജിയുടെ വിലയാണ്, അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഇത് എടുത്തത്.
ഇത് മൗണ്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളതാണോ അതോ കറക്റ്റ്
എക്സ്പോണ്ട് തന്നെ ആയിരുന്നു. ഇത് പിന്നെ എടുത്തിട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ ഞായറാഴ്ച എടുത്തുള്ളൂ. ഇത് ഉള്ള OLX എടുത്തത്, ചിക്കൻ എടുത്തത് 4000.
ഇത്
35.
ഈ സാധനം ക്രോപ്പ് ഫ്രെയിമാണോ? അങ്ങനെ 1.5
എന്തൊട്ട്
ക്രോപ്പ്
അതറിയില്ല. ഇപ്പോൾ 35 ആണെങ്കിൽ 52 വരെ.